Hey, good morning. It's Bobby at Bobby's Hobbies, and what we're going to do today is we're going to make some crepes. And all right. So it is 7:58 a.m. It's Saturday morning. It's looks like a nice cold but sunny morning out there. And what do we need for crepes? Well, all you really need is a little milk, water, eggs, salt, and sugar. There's the sugar, the flour. You need flour too. There's the salt, a different type of sugar. I use that, plus powdered sugar, which you put on afterwards. And you've got some jellies there. What do we have for jellies? Wild blueberry, another wild blueberry, so that's pretty cool. And I've got this lemon, because I'm going to put a little lemon rind in it instead of vanilla. And you don't need to put the lemon or vanilla either, but I do. So I watched my favorite chef today, Jacques Pepin, and he doesn't use the lemon, but I like the lemon. His is super simple, and what can you say? It's Jacques Pepin. So anyway, I'm going to grate that lemon into this little tiny dish. And I should get the camera stand, but maybe I'll go get it. This way I could have a free hand. Okay, now I've got the camera on the stand, and I think it's capturing all the images. At least I believe so. That looks like a good range. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, first I wash this lemon. And we're just going to get a little of the rind. So we're going to get the zest of the lemon. Gotta be careful, this thing is sharp as hell. I want to have grated finger crepes. Now that's the type of thing, if you're like 10 years old, you'd be doing this in 2 seconds. It'd be yellow and red. A little blood. That's good enough. Just need a little bit. Slides off. I'll have it right there. And what is this in the way here? This is a cappuccino maker. Get that out of the way, because that's a little annoying. All right, a little better view. Take some of these ingredients out of the way. And now, bring over the bowl. Now, I hope you can see kind of into the bowl. So, make sure we have a good angle there with that. I think that's pretty good. And we need to get some flour. This is a 1/4 cup. I don't have to sift it because it's pretty loose. This is about a cup of flour. Alright, and the flour is now done. So we can get the flour out of the way. Then put some sugar. There you go, now the sugar's out of the way. Now, the key thing is never forget the salt. Because if you don't put salt, the batter won't hold together. Must be something in the ionic bonds in there. There you go, there's a nice pound of salt. Okay. So, got our basic dry ingredients. Just mixing the salt, sugar, and flour around. Now, I never did this before, but a trick I learned from Jacques Pepin. We're going to turn up the heat I'm gonna get these eggs away from it. I'm gonna put that on medium. He puts a huge chunk of butter. So he put a really big chunk of butter in there. I'll let that melt. And I know he's saying, wow, what the heck is that for? Well, it's gonna grease the pan. He had like a non-stick type of pan, but you also need that butter. So we'll let that go at a reduced heat. Now I'm adding the lemon zest. So we want that in there. That does add something. Adds a little zest. All right, so we can get this out of the way. Okay, now time for milk. And the key is I'm using this like milk that's gone a little sour, because I find that anytime I make pancakes and things with milk that's gone a little sour, they're even better. But I just want to make sure, yeah, that it's not cheesy sour. If we got that far gone, that would be bad. Now here's another trick I learned from Jacques Pepin. He says, don't put all of the milk in at once. So I put a little bit. And this quantity of 2 eggs. So of course my trademark is the World War II eggs. So today we'll bomb Belgrade. All right. And another bomb. The Ploesti Romanian oil fields. Always thinking about World War II, the big one. Now we want to lower this heat because we don't want that butter to burn. And mix up these eggs. So really getting it mixed up there. It's very thick. Need a little bit more milk. Add a little more. It's still super thick. Oh yeah, nothing like learning from the master, Jacques Pepin. Yeah, see that's still inside here. It's like stuck in there. I gotta get a whisk that's a little less robust than this one. This is like 1950 style industrial whisk. Now we'll use the Porkchops, put the rest of the milk in there. Well, he knows what he's doing, man. Now we got nice and soupy, beautiful. And now here's the big trick from a Jacques Pepin. The butter is almost melted. Just heat it up a little more. Want to get all that butter melted. Now we pour it in. So we got our butter in there. Now we mix that around. And we are ready to rock and roll with our crepes. So I'm gonna just cheat and do it this way. Put that in, and now we take this, kind of roll it around. You know, and that'll be the first one. I mean, I guess I could put a tiny little dollop more. Heat that up. Now we're making the Jacques Pepin style crepes with my little added extra lemon zest. But you know what? I gotta go get a pan. I mean a big plate. Be right back. All right, well we're back, and the crepe is here, and it's starting to. Oh, very good. It's loose. It is loose on the, but it is not flippable on this pan. It's got too much of a surface tension, adhesion. So I'm gonna flip it that way, which is fine. Not as fancy, but it's controlled. It's a controlled flip. Now, because it's got the butter built in now into the batter, I don't really need to butter the pan anymore. Supposedly. But again, he had one of those anodized, like, non-stick pans. Then when we serve this, you know, we're going to go the whole 9 yards. Bam! Jelly. Bam! Powdered sugar. Maybe you can go crazy. Bam! Syrup. I don't know. Going a little crazy today. Hey, where's my coffee? Oh, there it is. All right, we got it on like low medium, and I think it's pretty much done. You know, you could leave it to be a little toasty. Give it a few more seconds. And we got to see how the next one goes. So I think this is pretty good. Yeah, we don't want to burn it. Voila. There is our first crepe. And now we're going to pour a second one. Then we got to roll it around the pan. Thin it out. Nice. I like this rustic blue steel pan. Now you see, just like a regular pancake, as the water comes out of steam, as the steam's still coming out, you know it's can't possibly be dry in there or cooked. You start to see bubbles and things. So I'm also rotating it a little bit on the surface here because this is a very narrow flame. I could put it on the other flame, probably would be better. But in terms of location from pouring, I'm going to leave it alone. And again, this pan though doesn't seem to spread the heat as you would think. It's iron or steel, it would automatically spread, but it tends to be a little more focused than on some of those weird non-stick pans. I don't know what the different metal is. Maybe it has an undercoating of copper, I don't know. This does not. So I'm just trying to get that heat to go all around. Make it more of a little even. You can see there, you see the heat was more of a, the burn mark or the brown mark is more, follows the nature of where the flame is. So let's see if this is ready. I think we want to try to flip this like a flapjack. I don't know, man. No. No, it's got too much of an adhesion. I mean, I might flip it, but it might go flying. Ah, you see what I mean? See that burn? The brown burn mimics where the flame is. So we'll keep this a little bit to the side here. Very interesting. Right now, other things that we got going on here is I got these pork chops. Got to see if there was a president that liked crepes and pork chops. I'll get back to you on that one. All right, so this looks pretty good. I'm going to flip it upside down just to see what the other side looks like. Okay, cooked, but not really brown. Try to seal up that hole. Or maybe we can't. Well, I could always do a little repair, a little spot repair. There you go. Alrighty. We'll let that cook. I'll be right back. Alrighty there. Well, we got the patch. It's a little less cooked than the rest. And she's ready to flip. There you go. You never know. Never know exactly. See, it's a little heavier heat there. Same heat as the other one. Just a second or two extra. And now the last one. Probably won't be a full pan. All right. 4 big crepes. And we should be good to go. And if I was more scientific about it, I'd be timing the seconds, you know. Here we go, that's an early flip. All right. So that's pretty good. Let that finish out. and we got our crepes. So we're gonna head out to the barbecue and put that on for the crazy side dish. And I'll be right back. All right, well, we're out here and it's freaking cold. And I've got these pork chops that were frozen, but I'm gonna just let them cook out here. We're gonna put a very low heat so it doesn't burn. And we'll be back. Remember, we got the crepes inside. All right, we come out to check on the pork chops. And no president apparently was famous for eating pork chops for breakfast. Now, Taft was famous for eating steak for all 3 meals. And let's see, what else? I saw that some of the 18th century, Washington, those guys, and 19th century, they ate pancakes and crepes. So, but this looks like, everybody ate that. So, but I guess pancakes or crepes and pork chops might be like more of a Henry VIII thing. I don't know if now pancakes have been around since ancient Greece, so I'm sure that Henry VIII had crepes and pancakes. And he would just eat about anything. They said he even ate porpoise at his meal. He was just like, if you're a particularly good-looking fat person, you might be in danger. He probably ate you too, roasted you up there, Spitfire. So, you can't go by him either. So all I know is they're damn tasty, and it's cooking on low, and should be quite scrumptious. Okay, we're sitting outside. It's cold, man, but look what we've got. What a rustic breakfast. A French crepe with a huge dollop of wild blueberry preserves, 1 fried egg, and the pork chop. And some delicious, heavenly hazelnut coffee. So, look at that. Instinctively, you go right for the egg first. Isn't that crazy? Right? Let me taste that. Wow. I have to admit, it's got a little blueberry preserve on it. Here's the pork chop. Oh my God. So much tastier than bacon. And so much more meat instead of just pure fat. Super taste. Now the crepe. Wow, let's take this crepe. Wow. Oh my God. It's like eating a cloud with the captured sunshine that's encased in the gorgeous blueberry. That's what it is. We're eating sunshine. Isn't that crazy? If it wasn't for that sun up there, we wouldn't be here. Great. And yet the sun is like a giant ball of fire. It's insane. But see that? A terrifying thing in the right place could be great. Wow. Oh, the subtle flavors, the zing of the zest of the lemon, the sweet flavors of autumn captured in the blueberry, the robust pork chop, and the delectable egg. Wow. Hey, thanks for watching. It's Bobby from Bobby's Hobbies, eating outside in the 20-degree cold. Yum.